Just sitting here on our balcony and thought it was so beautiful that we just decided to share it with you because it's going to be dark this evening, or almost dark, when we're sailing out. This morning we've had some fog, and then the fog would come and go, the sunshine would be there, so I've got really pretty video to attach for my video today that we'll be putting up tomorrow. But look how beautiful it is. Look at the waterfall. We have sailed in on both sides, both on port and starboard, coming into Juneau, this is Juneau right here. And clearly Norwegian is here as well today. We are arriving, it's like 11:58, isn't it? Ish?
Yes, it's actually 12:01.
Yeah, 12:01 local time here. We're supposed to pull in and be ready to go, get off the ship at about 1 o'clock. And so I just thought I would show it to you because, like I said, it'll be too dark. So as we're coming in here, you can see there's another cruise ship docked right there. And up here on the top right here is the Mount Roberts tram. Believe it or not, on the days that it's really foggy, you can go up there and not see anything down below. And at the same time, sometimes, you get the beautiful vista. You can see your ship and everything else in this whole area. But as I was saying, we have sailed in with our cabin both on port and starboard, and it is beautiful either side. It is so beautiful. Clearly on the other side, you're not going to see, so we're starboard, you're not going, hey there, Larry. You're not going to see the town as you're pulling up, but there are, homes and other interesting things to see on the other side. Hi there, sweet Mary. It is so nice to see you. I just love Alaska as well. Hey there, Mercy. Yes, we are having a wonderful, wonderful time. I don't know. I've come to Alaska with Holland America before. I've not done the other cruise lines yet. And honestly, a part of me thinks, oh, I should do that. But part of me says, well, why would I? Because I enjoy this so very much. I loved Holland America when we did that last year. And I guess I've done it with Holland America twice now. But I don't know. I just love Princess the best. Holland America to me is just a lot more quiet, is what I would say. So, but it's great. It is great. But we've been just really enjoying so many shipboard activities and dancing in the piazza every night and just having a ball. Good afternoon. Hey there, Melody. Nice to see you, Bruce. Really good to see you as well. We are having the best time.
We are having a ball. Just a blast.
Yeah, and Naima Brown. I hope I said that right. Nice to have you with us. It's really nice to see all of you. Larry, you're so kind to tell us how everything is going. It's good to have you with us. 108 in Sun City. So this morning we've been on our balcony a lot and popping out, in and out to go to some other activities. But I wanted to let you know it was not cold, and it's really not cold now. I put on my jacket just in case. But this morning when the sun was out, even when it was foggy, the sun was out. So that was different because, where we live, usually the fog is when the sun comes out, it burns off the fog. But there's some rain in the forecast.
It shows it is 57 degrees.
How are the seas on your first sea day? Oh,
very,
very smooth. So
yeah.
Calm. Yeah. Last night we felt a teeny bit of movement, but you really had to be paying attention.
Yeah.
So, no, it's been beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Yesterday we had some clear skies, we had some fog, we had some sunshine, but it wasn't cold out. It was cool, but it was not cold. Even moving through the water, it wasn't freezing. Well, hi there, Evelyn. So nice to see you here in Alaska. Yeah, we're really happy to be here. So happy to be here. Any chance you might see the northern lights tonight? You know what? Yep, there is a chance actually. And
Depends
last
on
night there was
cloud
a
cover,
slight chance, but there was too much cloud cover. We were really complete cloud cover last night. So we're going to look tonight. Hi there, Susan. Yep. So, hey, Janet. Oh, you know what, Janet? You would love it. I really think, a lot of people just think that you have to like cold weather to come to Alaska, but that is not the deal, especially in the summertime.
I'm in my short sleeves right now.
He is. Gordon's in his short sleeves, and he's not cold. Oh, hi, Patty. How are you, love? Mwah. Good to see you. Thought I would show you the scenery here for a minute. Guess they're working over there. But look how beautiful it is. I've been taking some video all morning. Hey there, Kathy. You know what? Oh, let's see. I love my girls. 41. I love Juneau too. It's just beautiful. But you know, every time I pull into a port here in Alaska, I think, oh, that's my favorite. So I really enjoy them all. That's what I'm trying to say. I think there's a clunker in all of them. But I'm excited.
I know you guys can hear that motor. We have no idea what they're doing.
I think it's just with a little boat over here.
Yeah, I don't know if it's a dredging thing or...
I'm sure sailing out this evening, they won't do the horn either because we're leaving at 10:30.
So that's the Euro Dam there.
No, we're leaving at 9 o'clock. Sorry.
So that's the Euro Dam, sweetheart.
Where? Oh, yes.
Yeah, and the Konings Dam is coming up behind us.
See the Euro Dam right there. No snow right here, Larry.
No.
But you know, when we have been here in the summertime before, even in May, I don't recall there being snow up there. Here's the Konings Dam, everyone. Here she comes. It's just exciting, isn't it? But you can see the mountain range there at the end of the passage down there. And you can see some snow on the
back side, yeah.
Which is this is very average for what we usually see. Hi there, Kat.
Can you see
you're going to be on the Discovery at the end of August? Yeah, she's sailing
Sky
on a
Tram
sail
up there?
this whole time. I think I mentioned
I'm sorry.
Roberts Tram. It's okay. For anybody that just got here, there's the Mount Roberts Tram right there. And you can see the car coming down there? The tramway car. So here's what I always think about that Mount Roberts Tram. You can book it through the ship, but you also, you can kind of see where the tram car is coming down. Straight down from there is where the place is, and you can just buy tickets there. And so I think it's a nice idea to wait until you get here because you never know if it's going to be too socked in to see anything when you get up there. Now, we've done it twice. We've been up there on a clear day when you could see everything beautifully, and then one time we went up even though it was really foggy, and it is really fun. There's a place to eat up there. They've got a shop. It's been there a long time. It's very interesting. So if you want to go see it anyway, it's worth a visit.
And you can even take it up and hike back down, or vice versa.
You can do that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can hike. There's a trail, actually. You don't have to forge your own trail. So thanks for telling them that. I forgot about that.
Yeah, and there's a lot of hiking once you get up there as well.
Mm-hmm. That you can hike around. Hi there, Mr. Bob Newell. We have not seen bears yet. This is really, we got on the ship Saturday. Yesterday was a sea day getting up here. And so, no, we have not. We've been close enough that we could see land some, but we haven't seen bears yet.
I assume that if we see some salmon running in Ketchikan, we'll likely see some bears.
Mm-hmm. This evening for dinner. We're going at 6:30. We're going to the cocktail for the most traveled guests, whatever,
right.
By days on the ship. And then, which by the way, that shows, they don't have as many people sailing that have gone on lots and lots of Princess Cruises. To give you a perspective on it, there's a lady in our group. She's been on 40 or 50 Princess Cruises.
I think so.
And so she's also invited, but here we are in like the 20s and we're invited. So magic show. Yes, I think they do have a magic show.
Yes, there was one on the first night.
Oh, thanks for saying that, Bruce. Bruce says the tram's fun, lots to do at the top. Yep, that's what I was thinking too. So, I would say gauge your time. And if you're low on, short on time to do everything else you want to do, like I would go see, if you're new to Juneau, I would go see the Mendenhall Glacier and go see some whales. That's what I would do first. And then if you have time to do that, there is a lot to see up there. Like I said, you can eat there. They've got a little shop. They've got like displays, I don't know if you'd call it a mini museum, but yeah, it's very interesting up there. Let's see, Sea Kings in the Ketchikan Creek today. Oh, are you, Evelyn? You can see some there. No, our ship does not have a water slide. So
Look-
if you
look,
want a water slide, here comes an airplane. Look at the
It's
seaplane.
going to go right past us here. There's a view for you, people. They're putting on a show for us.
It's beautiful. Look at that, everybody. Can you see? Oh, you've done the seaplane before and loved it. That's awesome. Yeah, I'm not that brave. I'm just not that brave. I bet it is beautiful.
That was awesome.
It was awesome. We just sat right there. What were we talking about? Oh, water slides. If you want water slides coming to Alaska, you should go on Royal Caribbean, or I haven't looked at all the Norwegian ships coming.
Or the one we saw the other day. Had
Yeah,
one.
that's true. It did. The Bliss does, and like the Bliss has water slides, and you know, your rock climbing wall, that kind of thing. You know what? We haven't. I've seen the captain, but I know I'm going to meet him this evening. So at the most travel thing, the meet and greet they have, the captain comes there, and if it's like they used to do it, you actually get your picture with them. So we'll see. But we did have the pleasure of meeting him when we were on the ship for the total eclipse in April. So, but we haven't yet on this trip. But he really went out of his way to make the eclipse cruise just magnificent and very special. Really did an excellent job with that. So that's also part of why I chose Princess for the eclipse cruise that we're going to do as a group in August of 2026. Is I was just really pleased. Anytime I have been on a ship with Princess, they've done a really good job when it's for an event. Whether it's been to Antarctica, with the eclipse, the Northern Lights, they did an excellent job. So, weather was beautiful. Oh, good, you saw lots of whales? Yeah, I'm glad you got to see lots of whales. And you know what, I think that is one thing I like. When I've been in May, we didn't see quite as many whales. Mr. Bumnewell, you know what, I don't drink coffee, but they do have good coffee. They serve Lavazza coffee. Is just like the regular coffee that they serve, and it's an Italian brand that's very well known actually around the world for their coffee. So I would say yes. And then of course they make specialty coffees, and that down in the International Cafe. There's a coffee place adjacent to it there. Maybe part of it, you would say. There's another seaplane. I remember there's always lots of seaplanes going in and out of here. So when you come into Juneau, see these buildings right here. So those are shops, and now, so you can walk along there. When I came by myself on Holland America in 2022, I ended up walking clear down, so it's not a long ways, but it's a walk down from where often like Holland America docked at that time down to here. It's not like really long ways, but it's a walk, but it's beautiful. And so there's some shops here, and then as you head up that direction, there are a lot more shops, and where you catch more of the tour guides. So, well, hello there, Francis. It is beautiful weather. We sure wish you were here too, sweet lady. Yeah. So I'll have to come next time. So we're just flipping around here, clearly. We're gonna pull up. So oh look, there goes the seaplane. We'll tell you what it looks like when we get off the ship. But look at the Koningsdam there. You see her coming. Isn't that beautiful? So all morning, so if you look at the map, you can see the Stevens Passage. So gosh, what time did they start? Maybe, I think it officially started at about 8, when they had the Naturalists talking for a while and whoever else. And so we went up and listened to that. When we woke up at 6:30, it was really, really foggy. And so we went for a walk and looked at everything, and then we came back and got ready, and by 8 o'clock, they were starting to talk a little bit about things. And I don't think they went clear till 10, though. And I don't know if it was because it was so foggy. I had in my mind 8 to 10, but that's when we were in the area they had listed as a really good place to watch for whales. And we did see quite a few whales. And yesterday we saw some whales, and we also saw porpoises. So, saw birds. So this gives you an idea of what's on the other side. So this is what you see, of course, when you're sailing in on the port side. But see how beautiful it is? It's beautiful on both sides. So I really think that when you come to Alaska, either side is great for sailing in. I think if you sail southbound out of out of Anchorage there for Whittier, then I like the port side better based on what I see, but the other side's not bad at all. Like, starboard is just beautiful as well, so it's very beautiful. That's a big airplane in the sky there. So I don't know if you all know this, but Juneau, you have to either reach it by boat or by airplane. You don't just drive here, is my understanding. Right, dear? That hasn't changed, has it? You don't drive here? You have to either come on an airplane or on a boat? Yeah. So, and when you come, I keep trying to remind people it is a rainforest. So the fact that you often have rain makes a lot of sense. I'm going to show you here because in a minute we won't be able to see it. You can see all the containers there since they have to bring in, of course, all of their goods, all the food, everything they need either on a boat or by an airplane. So a lot of it comes in on boats. Let's turn so you can see the water. It's just beautiful, isn't it? It's really fun. Thanks, John. It's sure good to see you. Really good to see you. Hope you and Diane are doing well. It's good to see you. Makes me happy when I see your names and I know who you are. So they came with us on the Eclipse cruise, so they know what I'm talking about when I say that they sure made it a special experience. Everything about it was just wonderful. Around here. It's really fun to see where they put the different ships every season. Oh, hi there, William. Good to see you. You know what? It is so nice to be here. It's one of those places that it doesn't matter how many times you come. What time is it? It's just after noon, Larry. So we went. Oh, it's 12:20. Yeah. So. Yeah. Oh, thanks, Bruce, for reminding everybody. Please do. From what I can see, we have 58 of you here and only 27 thumbs ups. So, thumbs up, okay? And if you can't figure out how to do it when we're done, okay? Thanks. Oh, John, you know what? It was fantastic. And it was fantastic. Oh, hi, Norma. We sure are having a ball. Really enjoying it. Yeah, really enjoying it. So since we got on Saturday, we've had dinner together on Saturday and Sunday. So the first night we had quite a few, and then last night we only had 9. And so I know sometimes people want to do their own dining reservations, with specialty or their own main dining or catch the buffet. It's a formal night, so I know some people think, oh, you know what? But I accidentally left some clothing home, so I have a plan not to do that again. I'll talk to you about. But so I just wore black pants and a top, worked just fine. Looking forward to the next eclipse. Me too. So excited. I know we're like 2 years away, but I'm really excited. I'm so excited. I've been thinking of fun things already. I'm very excited. We're going to beautiful places. I haven't been to all of them. Been to a few of them. Been to a couple of them in a car, but not on a cruise. So it's going to be awesome. Hey there, Matt. So nice to see you. You have been cutting grass and it's 91. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's warm, huh? It is kind of nice to come north in the summertime because even if it's warm, Gordon, can you look at your watch and see what the temperature is, Nancy? Hey, Nancy, how are you, sweetheart? Oh, hi, Dee. It's nice to see you. It is, yeah. It's really exciting to go back. I know occasionally say people say they're not going to go somewhere until they've gone everywhere. I don't know. I can't always fit in, a trip to somewhere that I haven't been before, but to be able to fit in the schedule and the budget, a week in Alaska is much more doable when I'm thinking of bucket list places. So I just like to tuck it in as often as I can. We don't have one for next year, so I don't know that we're going to do a group next year, but Gordon and I are going to come, and I think we're going to maybe do a land tour is what we've been talking about. So if anybody's flexible and you want me to do a group with that, we could. Or maybe Gordon and I will just come and video it and tell you all about it. Yes, we've done actually 2 that were just in Norway. We've done both the Northern Lights and the Midnight Sun. So those are both 2-week cruises in Norway. And then last summer we also did the one that's round trip out of Southampton. Do you see the seaplane going? And it has a couple of Norwegian ports as well. I think 3, if I remember correctly. And so tucked in a little bit more Norway there, but those were ports we had been to before. So, but they're beautiful though. That's a happy place to go again. And like I said, there comes the Eurodom. The Koningsdam is already at the dock here. And it looks like that's the Norwegian Sun. She is the one that in 2022, remember this, everybody? She's the one that, of course, accidentally hit that little iceberg. And so we saw her leaving as we were coming in on the Koningsdam in 2022. And she was sailing right out. So I had footage of that in a video clear back then. Don said he's booked an African safari later this year, definitely on my bucket. Larry, I can't decide. I saw that he said that, and I just have not quite decided about an African safari. I guess I do want to, but I don't know. I want to go see the animals, but I don't know if I want to. So, yeah. But I know how to do African safaris. I send people on African safaris, and with a few different companies are the ones that I know that I like to work with the best. And you can actually do it so that you go, like there are some, like Ama, I believe it is, does like a river cruise in, I want to say it's them, that does a river cruise in Africa, and I know it adds to the expense, but you can do a safari and then actually go on a river cruise and see even more there in Africa. That's like, I think, one of the dream ways of doing it, because you've gone that far, you've gone to all the trouble to get there, and so I think that's a really nice way to do it. Things are really changing a lot and opening up even more in the ways of seeing things and like how accessible it is, because there's a lot of places that we could even visit before, but it was harder to do, even if there were companies that would take you there. A lot more is just opening up with not only more people that do it, but people that make it easier to do, I guess is what I'm thinking. So this is kind of fun. There's the sun. Here's the Eurodom coming right in. Oh, hey there, Vanjie. How are you, sweet lady? Let's see. It's nice to see you, Vanjie. You're on my list for today. Let's see, Bruce. What did Bruce just say? Here goes another seaplane. It's the Sun, Larry. Norwegian Sun. Done in Alaska a lot by land, and cruise ship would go back, but there are just so many places that we aren't to see, and we aren't getting any younger. You know what? It's really good you realize that, because I think it's all important. It's important for all of us to realize. Yep. Oh, Pedro, did you go on the Norwegian Sun too? Oh, you know what? This is Juneau map. This is Juneau, Alaska. So we're still moving around here. Oh, Hey there, Becky in San Diego. Yeah, thanks for coming. It's nice to have you with us. Yeah, Juneau has a lot of memories. We were here when that lady was killed on the Emerald Princess. I think that was in 2021. So I always have sympathy for their family when I'm here now every time we come. But we've done so many fun things here as well. Just spoke to my travel agent about booking the Star. Oh, that's going to be fun, Pedro. I've got a group time set up. I was just making sure in my mind I had picked a really good time to do it. But we're going to do the Star Princess to Alaska in 2026. So once I'm sure I've got that organized in my head early this week, I'm going to talk about it. Are the seaplanes an excursion you can do? Janet, yes, they are. Mm-hmm. And I think they have them in all the ports as I think about it. I know they do in Ketchikan. And I feel like they surely must in Skagway. So yeah, and they do them here. They do helicopters. What temperature did Gordon see? Oh, sorry, Nancy. What's the degree?
57.
57. I think I forgot to say it. Thanks, Nancy. Oh, you're making zucchini muffins. Holly, well, that's nice. I wish we lived close enough I could pop over. I would bring you some flowers and have a muffin if you invited me. Let's see, Judith, how was the boarding process? I've heard bad. How was your experience? Oh, you know what? Ours was really slick. If someone said that they had a bad experience boarding there in Seattle, I would say it's probably because it was such a long line to turn in your luggage if you were on the Princess Transfer. So if you were on the transfer, they take your luggage for you. And so when you get off you know what, you should watch my video from yesterday. Was that yesterday, love?
What?
My video all about getting on the ship.
Yes.
See the Eurodome right there? We're sliding right in here next to it. Huh? Yeah, okay, so that was yesterday. So watch that. But I would say if anybody didn't like the process, it was because there was a line to turn in your luggage. They said there was a little bit of a delay with wheelchairs, but they actually, like our group member that needed one, they came really quick and got him. So they just have you wait right at the bus if you need a wheelchair. And they actually come and get you from there. But if you do the transfer, they take care of your luggage. You don't have to stand in that line. And they had a lot of workers working, so I honestly don't know if everybody came at once, but it was a really long line. But as far as once you dropped off your luggage, and like we didn't have to drop ours, you got in the line, it moved super fast. It went really quick through checking into as far as like showing them your passport so that they would let you through. Then you went up the escalator, zipped through security, and which was moving along very nicely. It only took a minute or two to pick up our medallion because we were blue laned and we were on the ship. It went really well. And you know what, we were a little bit later. We weren't right at the beginning when anybody had been waiting and they say, okay, Platinum and Elite, go, because it just took me longer to get ready the other morning and everything. So yeah, it was really slick. Rhonda, hey there, sweetheart. It's 30, East San Diego County is 30 degrees warmer. Oh, so you're in the upper 80s. Oh, that website, Larry, I know it's still acting up. The website's acting up and the app is acting up. I've heard from a lot of people both. Yeah, I don't know when this is going to be resolved. Since you all know I don't work for Princess. I just try to keep my eye on everything with all of you. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know why they continue to struggle. But indeed, it is a struggle they've got with their website and with their app. Yeah, I think they just need some help with technical things. So just be aware. And I never can access their website anymore without an incognito window. Even if I just totally clear my cache before I try to go to their website, doesn't matter. The temperature right now is 57. Bruce says Juneau's often warmer than they are in the winter. That makes perfect sense since they're here on the water. Let's see, and it's a temperate rainfort. Let's see. Question, have you ever? Yes, I have twice, Judith. I've sailed out of Vancouver and back twice. And I've sailed into Vancouver once coming from Whittier, from Anchorage. And I do want to say something about Vancouver. You know, people were whining at the beginning, and I'll say whining because when you go on the first couple of cruises of this season, sometimes there are glitches. I'm not going to say always because there's not always, but sometimes there are. And they did have, working out the glitches in Vancouver. But since, after the first couple of cruises, I've heard that it's really slick in Vancouver. So I just feel like I had to give credit where credit is due. You know what? There is no COVID testing. No COVID testing, and there hasn't been for, oh my gosh, like at least a couple of years now. So check that one off your list of worries. Larry, some other people have told me they've been having trouble with the app. And, it's the funny thing. Like, we get on the ship and they say he's, a first-time cruiser with Princess, and he's elite. So they were really sweet, really nice and fixed it. But the guy pointed out, he's like, we have two systems, and they don't always match. So one showed him new, one showed him elite. So they fixed it. Let's see is there another question here? 2 suggestions. Oh, thanks, Evelyn. She says that we need to visit the Glacier Gardens near the airport and the Shrine of St. Teresa about 20 minutes north of town. Would need to rent a car to really explore. That sounds awesome, Evelyn. And you know what? I really wish at some point they would start doing some more excursions to things a little further afield. Because, when we came in 2021 to Juneau, we had an excursion through the ship to go out to see Sawyer Glacier. And we get, going down here a little bit, about half an hour out, and the boat started having trouble. Like, I can't remember if the engine was leaking oil or gas or what, but we could not go. So we turned around and came back. They let us know, I asked. There are 2 taxi companies here in Juneau. We tried calling them both, and nobody was available because we were just going to get a taxi for where we wanted to go, and that doesn't really work. I guess I could look today and see if Uber works. But it's really limited, and I know, I don't personally know them, but I know people that knew them, that they rented a car, and it broke down, and they were out of phone range and missed their ship. So that's a mess. So I always worry about some of these things, probably more than I should. Let's see, how is the boarding process? Rental cars were scarce in May. Nancy, thank you, sweetheart. Reliable taxis are scarce too. Thanks. Yeah, we could not get one when we were here. Sandy, have you heard anything regarding the landslide in Skagway? Yeah, I'll talk to you guys even more about Skagway tomorrow once we've been there. I have a lot to say, actually. But you know what? Those excursions on the train, I'm going to ask around town and see if I can find out. I have not heard anybody say anything about them trying to move the mudslide. I don't know really how extensive that is and what all that's going to require. But people have been reporting to me that those train trips up the canyon there on the White Pass Railway are still going. So I've said this before, and so if you missed it, I think it's important to know that, they run those train trips, that some of them do go up into Canada, and a lot of them don't. And so it depends on which one you book, what you're going to get. But the ones that don't go into Canada are still going. So the other day in a video I said, don't cancel your excursion because we don't know everything about this. So I would keep my excursion. Evelyn, yeah, Truro is actually what they did, that it broke down. So yeah, I didn't want to say anything bad about Truro, but yeah, that's what they had. And it's just a fluke. Usually you can rent a car anywhere and you don't have to worry. It was just that one time. I know. So see, I just hear so many things I worry. Yeah. So, yeah. I know I'm a worrywart. Melody, it's nice to see you. You said in a short today. Oh, you know what? Cleat for P1. Okay, here's the important thing. When you look at YouTube, not just my content, but anyone's content, look at the date that it was generated. That would have been back in 2021. And YouTube, I don't understand quite how the algorithm works and how it pops up what it pops up. And so I really can't help that. But I always look, so I check that when I look at the news. That's why every day I start off with what day it is. So that if you start watching one of my videos, then you know, oh, that's how it was on that day. And I apologize, I haven't learned that quite yet. But that's why I always start with the day, so you know where we are. So you know, no COVID testing, my dear. No COVID testing. We're here at 1. So they officially were supposed to be here at 1. It's not 1 o'clock yet. As you can see there with the water, they're still pulling us in. But we leave at 9 p.m. So I think it's really, you know, to do your whale watching and go see your the Mendenhall Glacier. You've got an excursion over to the Glacier Gardens, like Evelyn mentioned, or some other things. You've got, I think, plenty of time to do it. So originally we had scheduled the trip to go out to the Tracy Arm Fjord with Princess, and when they changed our arrival time in port, they did move it back. I think, didn't it used to be at 10 or 11 in the morning?
Arrival or departure?
And well, I can't remember what they changed. They either got us here later or were having us leave earlier.
Yeah,
Remember?
Our departure was 10 o'clock.
Oh.
Now it's 9 o'clock. They might not be able to hear me. I turned off my mic.
Oh, so our departure used to be 10 o'clock here, and when they changed it to 9 o'clock, they canceled our excursion. So that's the only thing that, I don't know if that made it a short port day. But when I came on the Koningsdam, I did that excursion. So I highly recommend that, or else going on a cruise that takes you to the Tracy Arm Fjord. Yes, we have seen quite a few whales. We've seen a lot of porpoises. We've seen some different birds. I was trying to take pictures of it last night, but we saw is it a kind of cormorant that actually has iridescence in its feathers? So it was virtually dark outside, and we saw a bird that it was really, really cool. It was iridescent, but yeah, quite a few whales. Oh, Finn, it's sure nice to see you, sweetheart. Oh, yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. That's why I have a lot to say about Skagway. We're going to be pulled up to the dock, but we're going to be tendering. And that wasn't on our information that I saw. And so I'll talk to you about that tomorrow. But they're anchored out there. And so I like to think that on their itinerary it said that they were a tender port. Here. So, and I don't know why. It's really interesting to think about because, see, you have these here. You can see where the Eurodom is here right in front of us. Can you read it right there? There's the Koningsdam coming in. And with Norwegian there, I have seen like Celebrity, and there's 2 other cruise ship docks here. There's right here, and there's right here. And so I don't know how they assign what people are going to do. But for the folks wanting to do Mendenhall Park, only certain tours and taxis are allowed to drive there. I'm not sure about Ubers. We gave up and took a bus tour to ensure we got to go. Nancy, thank you very much for saying that. Yes. And so when you get off, I'm going to see what it looks like today and show you on a video. But there'll be people offering tours over to Mendenhall Glacier, but some of them, they drop you kind of far away and you have to walk a ways. The last time we did it through just getting off the ship and walking over and buying tickets to get on a bus, I think it was the first time we came, was when we did it that way. And we had to walk a little distance. It wasn't horribly long, but it was a ways down. It wasn't like, oh my goodness, but it wasn't, they didn't drop you right. So the buses that go there, you think of where the Mendenhall, like the visitor center, the National Park Visitor Center is situated there. It's just kind of like across the street. There's like a circle for the buses to turn around and then pull up and put the guests on. And it's really close right there. The others, you can end up having to walk a while and wait for your bus. And so if you can do a ship excursion, I always say do that. Or if you have a really long day in port and you feel like you want to book it privately with another tour guide, you can do that. With all the cruise ships in port today, you can see why the people of Juneau want to limit the number. Well, and to me, Juneau's an interesting place when you think about that. A lot of because I've read about this now that people want to limit this. And when we came the first time, and every time, I want to say, even the first time we came and we took the bus that took us out there and we had to walk a little ways, they were talking to us about things. And, you know, Juneau being the capital of Alaska, they get a lot of their revenue from the state. They have a lot of people here that work for the state, as well as independent tour guides. So I don't know that, I think they have a lot of like steady income from their state government.
She was about 32,000.
Yeah, there you go,
Have
dear.
to check that.
Yeah, but I just have been reading about things and thinking about things. So yeah, it is a lot of cruise ships. It sure is. Yeah, and that's the thing I was, when I've talked to you about this, it's interesting to me. It was like last year that they said that they had okayed building another port, that the Norwegian is working with some of the indigenous people here. The Huna. I want to try to remember. They're working with them to build the port in like cooperation with them. And then this year they say, oh, we just don't want that quite so much. So it'll be interesting to see how all of this shakes out. It's really an interesting situation. So we'll just keep our eye. In the meantime, we'll just enjoy our day today.
Very much so.
Oh, is it sunny in Ketchikan today, Carrie? It sure is nice to see you. It's really good to see you. I hope you're having a lovely time. Yeah. I'm trying to remember. I think they expect the weather to be nice in Ketchikan when we're there. Celebrity Edge just coming up the channel. Oh, maybe then that's who's going to be at these other, like, maybe they'll be pulling right there. I guess we'll see, huh? Yeah. And if we don't see it now, we'll see it when we get back. I don't really know why they scheduled the most, like the, whatever they call the all-traveled thing, like on a day you're important till 9, why they put it at 6:30.
Smack in the middle of it.
But
yeah.
I want to go see what it's like, so we're going to go. And we had originally thought we were going to do the 360 today at 5. And so this is a nice discussion. When you book your specialty dining, make sure you look at your excursions, because they called me yesterday and said, you know, we are canceling the 360 at 5 on Juneau Day because there's only 3 people booked on it now, Gordon and I being 2 of them. And it's because people got on board and realized that's when their excursions were, so they canceled it. And so with only having 3 guests signed up, they wanted to not do it anymore. I don't know why they didn't announce it on the ship, quite frankly, and say, anybody want to do 360? I think they wouldn't have had a problem filling it up. But at any rate, we were going to do that at 5. And so once they canceled the one excursion, we had just thought, oh, we'll just get off and explore on our own. And so at any rate, we're going to be back on board in time to see that. Oh, thanks, Pedro. You have a great day there. Thanks for joining us. Oh, look, here comes, can you see the seaplane over there? A lot of planes coming in. Hey, Rhonda, is there a designated location to watch the Olympic coverage on board? You know what? I just don't know. We'll have to find that out.
To watch what?
The Olympics. You know
Oh,
what?
it's been on the TV.
Oh, it's been on the TV. Thanks, Gordon caught that. But you know what? Maybe they do down in Take 5. I'll have to look. We have just been so busy doing the group thing, the Alaska thing, that I just didn't catch it. I just figure I'm going to watch a lot on YouTube when I get home. Oh, hello from Indonesia. Nice to have you with us. It's a beautiful day here. Feels like the sun might be peeking through a little bit. So there go the Norwegian tenders heading over. But they're moving along quickly there. And to be truthful, if you have to tender, at least that's not a long ways. Sometimes you're in places that it's, you know, a much longer ride on the tender to get between the ship and the little port area there where you park. Looks like on the water there we're still moving just a little bit. this time of year we do have a lot of children on board. There are a lot of families. You can tell there's a lot of not only multi-generational, well, I guess when you think of it, multi-generational families, you know, with like the children and then their parents and their children, but a lot of like cousins and, you know, also like horizontal, like across families coming. So I think it's a special place to go on a trip. It makes me think in my mind, like, how old would I want our grandchildren to be before I think, oh, we should do that? I don't know. I haven't figured that out yet, honestly, because I don't know. I think there's a lot to think about when you're going to do that. You know, there's a lot of children like carrying around the ship that I don't think it would matter if they were in Mexico or, do you know what I like? At the Caribbean, anywhere. I don't think it matters. Oh, Rhonda says I could leave my TV on NBC all day and only about 8 hours not be coverage. Great. Yeah, I really enjoy watching the Olympics. I like that too. Yep, Kat's Princess still does have some priority status in Alaskan ports. Yeah, between Princess and Holland America, they actually like own a lot. Yeah, so this will stay this way. Yeah. And it'll be fun to see like what happens, like I said, with Norwegian partnering to have another like dock built here. And I should go back and find this story and see like how many ships it's intended to hold. But that's why things are the way they are in Skagway. Let's see, having vicarious thrills watching your videos. Oh, how fun. I'm so glad. Oh, sweet lady. Oh, Kathy. I mentioned you the other day during our live sail away how sad I was. Our sweet Kathy accidentally forgot her passport. And yeah, they don't let you on. Oh, and my heart is broken. We miss you. There's someone missing. Like last night at the dinner table, there was an empty seat. It was yours. So I haven't forgotten. And Wadi says, does the Princess app shut down? Did it shut down last night for 15 to 20 minutes?
Wow.
Yes, you're not the only person that said that. So, yep, they have. And even here on board, when I want to look at something on my app, mine takes a long time to open. And I know that I have the most recent version of the app, and I double check and make sure I'm signed into the Wi-Fi on board when I'm doing this. And I have a new phone. So, it should work. Oh, Larry's watching the beach volleyball underneath the Eiffel Tower. Did you play beach volleyball underneath the Eiffel Tower, Larry? No, I'm just teasing. I know you visited there last year. Yeah, it's really pretty there. Yeah, thanks, Shelly. I feel really bad when she texted me that. I actually cried. I felt sad. Really sad. She needed to come, and we needed her. Hey Linda, when you're in Juneau, see if they have any scooters to rent just for the day. I'd like to get as close to the Glacier as possible. You know, Linda, I'll take a look as we get off. But you know what you might want to think? You might want to think about, I'll find my footage from when we went out to the Glacier last year. If we can get somebody to take us out quick today, we're going to do it, but I don't know what that's going to entail. You might want to consider just renting a scooter before for your whole trip, because they have places that you can rent them for, like in Seattle and Los Angeles and all the places, and they'll bring it to the ship, and then you have it the whole time. And there, you know, it used to be that you would only think of the scooters that you can't fold down or anything, but there are places now that will rent the ones that fold down, so you can actually take it in your cabin. Paula, you need a passport because you go to Canada. And even if you don't get off the ship, you have to have a passport. You either have to have a passport or you have to have a certified copy of your birth certificate and your government issued ID. And I don't know about you all, but I do not travel with a certified copy of my birth certificate. I know where I have it at home, but it stays in that place. I don't bring it with me when I go anywhere. And so it's not like I would forget my passport and whip that thing out and whip out my birth certificate. You know, and like having a photo of your birth certificate on your phone's not the thing. You actually have to have that certified copy of your birth certificate. And I think a really important thing people should keep in mind is if you don't have a passport and something happens to you on your trip, and I know that, we never go anywhere thinking anything's going to happen. Oh, Carrie, I know, doesn't that make us sad? If you go and you end up in Canada for any reason and you can't be on the ship, and I think of sickness, and none of us ever expect to get sick, but you have to go through a lot of channels to be able to get back into the United States because you don't have your passport. So, just like people in Canada without theirs would have a hard time getting back into Canada. It's just how countries are. So I advocate, I like the idea of having a passport. I know a lot of people go with their birth certificate, and that's great. But when you don't go with your passport, my understanding is you have to sign a thing saying you understand that you don't have your passport with you and what the limitations would be. Look, I think the sun is coming out a little bit. Look at that. This is amazing. It feels just like it just took the teeny tiny bit of chill that was in the air, out of the air, with the sun coming out. But this morning, as we were sailing along, even from I went outside right when I woke up at 6:30, and I wasn't cold. So, and I don't put on a coat or a jacket or anything. And it was really, really nice coming in. And it clouded up. It just got slightly cooler, but it's not cold.
This is so nice.
Isn't this spectacular? Yeah. No, our heart is with you, Kathy. Oh, Carrie's had sun both times. Ketchikan is often sunny there, I've noticed. Yeah, hopefully it'll be nice this week. Do they still offer the surf and turf option in the main dining room for an extra charge each evening? I feel like they do. Yes,
I verified that.
Yeah. And I've noticed that in the Princess Favorites, they always have like New York, or last night it was New York, was it the option? Sometimes it's
and the salmon.
Sirloin, and the salmon is always there.
French onion soup, the shrimp cocktail, Caesar salad.
Which, if you're someone that loves French onion soup, I have never eaten French onion soup at the Crown Grill. But next time I go there, I think I'm going to try it because I really like French onion soup. And they say it's even better than it is in the main dining room.
And what they have in the main dining room, I really like that. That's good. So, yeah, how can you...
Thank you, Rhonda, for saying that. She points out that, most ports of call don't have scooters. That's what I'm thinking, because... they'd have to rent it for quite a bit to make it worth the hassle to bring them down here and rent them out and then clean them up when everybody got them back. Yeah. So. But if it doesn't work out for you or you don't want to do that, you can see the glacier. It's really beautiful. And when you get off the bus, when they take you out there, you can see the glacier really well. And then when you go up into the visitor center that they have huge viewing windows, and you can see it there as well. I also like to take pictures and then zoom in on my pictures. Yeah, Kat, that's what I was just saying, sweetheart. I mean, sorry, Casey. Yeah, you can. Yep. You probably put that there before I said that. Yeah, like I mentioned, you have to have that certified copy of your birth certificate. But that doesn't work for getting you back in the U.S. You need to have... Yeah, I have to go through an embassy. Oh, I love you, Nancy. I love you anyway, but she points out that Princess has the best French onion soup. You can even ask for no cheese and no bread, and it's still delicious. They do make really good French onion soup. Somebody just told me the other evening that it's even better in the Crown Grill.
In the Crown Grill,
and
yeah.
I was like, oh, well, I got to try that.
Yeah, we're considering the Crown Grill this time. What was that? What else were we thinking about?
I don't know. We might do the thing where we go there early, and then just join everybody for dinner and have second dinner, just a little salad or something. But we don't want to miss the chance to see everybody. Let's see, where was I here? Carrie says it's been in the 60s and 70s. Coldest day was 60.
You were here yesterday, Carrie?
I think he was.
Yeah.
Because I was hoping we were somewhere on the same day. But he's coming on the Love Boat cruise now, so that's gonna be fun. Sapphire Princess next June, Brad says. Can't wait. I don't blame you. I can't wait either. It's gonna be grand. And by the way, if you want to go to Alaska next year, you should be thinking about that now. Well, hello there, Trish. How are you and Michael doing? Our very favorite part. You know, when we do a group cruise, my favorite part is always getting to meet everyone and having dinner with them and getting to visit and get to know them a little bit. That, I think, is my favorite part. Next would be dancing. And that's the fun thing, I would say.
I am scoring the points this week, you guys.
Dancing.
Keep this in mind.
Keep in mind Gordon is scoring points, or no, keep in mind you ought to dance with your wife.
Same thing.
Let's see. What do I want to tell you? Oh, and you know what? To me, it doesn't matter, Trish, how many times I come to Alaska. I just love, love, love reading the bulletin boards they have out, because Princess puts them out and says, you know, oh, here comes the edge. Puts them out and says, you know, here's where to see the whales. Here's, you know, here's a map for Ketchikan to go on your trails. Here's or to go up to Creek Street, or here's the map for Skagway if you want to go hiking. I just love that, and going to all of the naturalist things and walking around on the deck or on our balcony looking for whales. I love that. So I guess dancing's after that. You can dance anywhere. You can dance at home. So take that off the list. Getting to meet our Let's Go family members and all this Alaska stuff. That's my favorite thing. Yeah, I'm really enjoying this. Yeah, like I really enjoyed the Eclipse cruise because we had amazing people with us and we had the Eclipse. But the ports there I just don't need. And so it was different. Here I need. I need these ports. You are right. A day in Alaska is better than a week anywhere else, except for the Mediterranean, my dear. But that's just me. That's just me. I know that there are people that Alaska is their Mediterranean, but it's really a close call there between the two.
Well, and the nice thing with Alaska, it was a 2-hour plane ride for us.
Okay, Bruce, here's the thing. It's good you're coming with us. He said if I was dancing, it would be a comedy show. So here's what you have to keep in mind. It's good you're coming with us on the Eclipse cruise because it just doesn't matter. And you have to keep telling yourself that. Like I have to keep telling myself that. I'm not an amazing dancer.
And especially after you see me dance, you're going to be like, oh,
it's just to have a fun time. It's just a fun time. That's all it is, a fun time. And enjoy yourself. And so, like, I didn't see anything great on the dance floor last night. I was just happy to be dancing with Gordon. It didn't matter to me. So, let's see. Oh, Shelly's going on August 25th with 6 of her family members. First Alaskan cruise. Oh, Shelly, you're going to love it. You're going to love it. Oh, hi there, Maisie. Bedtime in Scotland. How many ships in port? 1, 2,
5,
3, 4, 5. 5 when you count the edge coming in.
Edge coming
right
in, and there's 2 Holland America ships.
Yeah.
One in front of the other here.
And I should try Alaska on Celebrity. I'm sure it's not shabby. It's not Princess. I think I work for them.
Now you were we were on the Eurodam last year, and you were on the Koningsdam the year before.
Right.
Right? Okay. So those are our 2 Holland America ships that we've been on.
And I would go on Holland America again. Absolutely. Yes, there is an 80s dance night, Nancy. I can't remember which one.
Shoot.
I can't even remember what tonight is, but it doesn't really matter. And I dance a lot the same to all of it. But yes, I remember there's an 80s night. I think maybe it's 70s tonight. Is it 70s?
Yes.
It's 70s tonight. Okay. Oh, Carrie had the Crown Grill last night. Had had to sprint from the Captain's Circle party in the Vista aft to the CG mid forward. Oh, Crown Grill mid forward had the bisque. Oh, yummy. Oh, Trish, you know what? You are so nice to me. You're very kind. You know what? I didn't bring that blouse. And this is the really funny thing. Here's why. Because whenever I go to Alaska, I always, I don't know, I don't usually think of long sleeve blouses. I always think of like short sleeves, and then I put a little sweater over it. And then if it's really cold, I put on my fleece and then put my coat on over it. If it's not really cold, I just wear my fleece. If it's raining, I put my coat on over, like my windbreaker on over the fleece if it's chilly. So I don't know, I just didn't, but I did leave clothing actually at home on the bed, and that's because I was packing at 1 in the morning before we came. I had a lot of unexpected things come up, and I'm not going to do that again. I'm going to start packing a month in advance.
We're going to start packing for the next trip as soon as we get home.
Yeah. Is there any line dancing? Yes, Donna. Yes, 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 yes.
Yeah, they had a fitness one this morning too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's line dancing. Yeah.
Watch our video, which is uploading right now.
Yeah, and that wasn't line dancing. That was some reggae. How fun is that? So, but you know what? I could have done that with that blouse. It's just linen, and I guess I just don't think of it for for here. But I need it. Yeah, thank you, Trish. That means a lot to me. Thank you. Like more than you would guess. So thank you. Anyone ever sell out of Vancouver? Oh, Shelly, you know what? I talked about that earlier in this video, so you might want to go back. I'll condense it. They had a little trouble at the very beginning of the season, but I've only heard good things lately. And so if you talk to people that went really early in the season, they're not going to have had what they would think would be the best experience. But you want to know what? I think it's really important, and I have to tell myself this sometimes when I start to get perturbed. You know what? We're going on a cruise, and sometimes things don't go smoothly, and sometimes it's my fault, sometimes it's someone else's, but we have to be happy to be where we are and just step back and be patient. That's just me, but as far as Vancouver goes, I've heard of only it going very smoothly. Like I said, at the very beginning of the season, for like the first couple of cruises, I heard that people had a few glitches and weren't real happy, but they got on the ship, they got to go, and nothing bad, just it took a little longer than they were expecting, and but I've heard just good things since, so I wouldn't be worrying about it if it were me. Can we chat about Princess Cruise Line transfers? I'm a bit amiss on using that or Lyft from the Mediterranean in Seattle. You know what, Vicki? Watch my video from Gordon. When did I do that?
Which one? Which
the
one?
one about the transfers. I have a lot of information. Was
Yeah,
that? It wasn't yesterday. It was the day before, right? Right.
I think so.
I
Let me
think
look.
I think it's the one the day before. Watch that because I have a lot of footage that I tucked in.
Princess transfers 22 hours ago. The shuttle's an embarkation. Yeah. So that was yesterday. It went up yesterday.
Oh, that's a good idea. Nancy bought a strong garment rack for cruising. Yeah, see, that's what I should do. Or I have empty closets in some of the empty bedrooms. Well, you know, beds are still there, but children grew up and left. So thank you for saying that. Yeah, I'm just changing how I do some things. So that it makes me sad what I don't have with me. And of course I look to see, you know, if they have a nice shopping place in Juneau, and I can't figure that out. And then I can't figure out how I would get there even if they did.
Yeah, we're going to have to, we can look close here to the ship, but that's about all I
Gordon's
found.
been trying to make me happy. Do laundry and pack your to-go clothes as they get done so the majority is already packed. Thank you, you sweetheart. I know, it's just hard and you get busy and you're, yeah, people just needed me. And of course I'm going to take good care of my kids and their children and help with what they need. But it just, I just didn't do a good job of packing this time. And that's okay. I'm on a ship. This is great. Everything is okay. Yeah, everything is okay. Yeah, see, that's just whining. I apologize. Look how beautiful the edge is, though. I think those edge class ships are magnificent. They are. The other day, somebody, since we've been on this ship, asked me, like, if there's a big difference in size between, like, the Discovery Princess and the Sun Princess, and oh my goodness, yes. When you see the Sun Princess for the first time, and I'm, of course, the same is going to be with the Star, you're going to be like, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. When we got to go in March, we got out of the cab and I was like, wow, that's beautiful. And then walking up to it, I made a stop and I said, okay, Gordon, you got to video me talking about this. It is so fantastic, absolutely beautiful. It's kind of like, and the reason I thought of it is you look at the edge here and you think of this class and then you think, you know, like the Reflection I've been on. We're going on the Silhouette in the Mediterranean in October, and you look at them and there is a difference.
Yeah.
They're all wonderful, but Oh, thank you, sweetheart. She just texted me the link. Oh, Nancy, thank you for making my life better. I'm going to get that ordered, and it'll be there when I get home. So thank you. I'm humbled by your kindness. Thanks.
You're okay.
I know, it's just really nice. So Nancy and Michael came with us on the British Isles, and they're going to come with us on some others. You asked Mike if he could move there. You know what? It is so beautiful here. If we didn't have children in the lower 48, I think it would be beautiful to live in Alaska.
Oh, yeah.
I do. It is spectacular.
We should summer here and winter in Florida.
Oh, see, now that would be perfect. Yeah, so those of you that
And use a ship to get back
can
and
do
forth
that.
between the two.
Oh, see, and you could do that. You could do that. It would work. Yeah, anybody that wants that life, that's a great idea. Yeah. Yeah, if you didn't hear that, summer here, and then take the cruise ship down to winter in Florida, and then come back for your summer. Heaven, Jess. That's a good idea, sweetheart.
Yeah. You know, and if you want to shake it up a little bit, winter in Texas
Lisa. It's beautiful, isn't
or
it?
LA
We're gonna see
or even in Phoenix.
We're gonna see the edge pull up here. See, they're starting to have
Because Phoenix is only
protesters.
6 hours from LA.
It is a great idea, isn't it, Trish? I know. Wouldn't that just be fun? Like even for one summer, you know, just to get, you know, rent an apartment just for the summer or a home, whatever it is we want to
There's some
do.
apartments right over there.
I'm just pointing over there. That would be a lot of fun, though.
We're trying
I
to
guess we
figure
could
out.
have the kids come.
Yeah, and that we're trying to figure out which summer we're going to do we're going to be employed by the cruise ships here in Alaska.
I'm going to drive a bus.
I thought you were going to be the tour guide and I was going to drive.
Oh, I think I can do them both at the same time. I just need a headset. He's laughing. He doesn't know what to do with that.
I know you can.
That would just be fun. I'll tell all of you so you know when to come and do an excursion then, okay?
Now when you all, and I can see her. Now when you all get home, be sure to tune into our channel and you'll be able to see a recap of this entire journey.
Oh, Wendy, you're a sweetheart. Thanks. Thank you. Thanks, Wendy. Cannot wait to meet Wendy in person. She and her sweetheart are coming on the Love Boat cruise. What a special time. And this is a special time, too. They're just different, but yeah. Thanks, Wendy. Trish says she was excited to hear NCL sailing. I know, out of Philly. Are you going to try it?
Oh, wow.
It's a 5-hour drive. That's great. That's what I think of, like, you know, with Carnival and Royal Caribbean going out of Baltimore. And is there a Carnival that goes out of Charleston? Like, it just opens up so much. And out of Jacksonville. To me, it's awesome. Oh, my goodness. Oh.
What?
Kristen, I love you. You can't do that. You can't do that.
What?
Thank you, but thanks. Thank you. Oh my.
Wow.
Thanks, Kristen. I
Wow.
don't know what to say other than thank you.
Wow, thank you.
My. She is so sweet. And you know, the half of it, I've spoken with her on the phone, Trish. You too are peas in a pod. Oh, you're a
Here,
love,
will it
Kristen.
catch our?
Thanks.
Will it catch here,
Thanks.
sweetheart?
Oh, here. Gordon's going to do a heart because I'm holding the phone.
Does it catch you?
No, it doesn't do the hearts.
It should. It's a
I'm
FaceTime
blowing you a
camera,
kiss,
but
though.
yeah.
I'm sorry I complained. Thank you, though. I should complain. Like I said, we're on a ship, but thank you, sweetheart. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Thanks.
This is something to watch, isn't it?
Listen, see, she's going sideways there. We need to. When we were there last night. Last year, she says, one of our bus drivers did live in Alaska during the summer and winter in Florida for many years. Oh,
Wow.
Trisha's The Heart Does show. Thank you.
Oh, good.
Thank you, thank you. It didn't show on my end. Thank you. Thanks.
I had nephews
See
in
ya, Carrie.
college who drove
They did.
Princess.
And then one of them
And-
worked for them a long time.
Yeah.
He still lives up in Alaska.
We may see him on Thursday.
In Ketchikan, but doesn't work for Princess.
He works for the
anymore.
state now.
Yeah, but anyway, I think that would be the funnest retirement job. And I know they always need bus drivers, right?
Oh my.
Let's see how the sun is doing over here. My phone is dying. Oh, Ryan, thanks for stopping in, Trish. Oh, Melody. She is very, very thoughtful. More than thoughtful.
It's just beautiful.
Isn't it beautiful? Looks like we're completely parked now. I haven't heard them come on and say
No, they haven't.
that the gangways are ready yet.
Yeah,
so
no, haven't.
We'll just keep seeing
Yeah.
the edge pull up here. So it's just beautiful. So how many of you have been on a Celebrity Edge class ship? And even say if you've been to Alaska on Celebrity. So Celebrity does the whole thing, you know, like you think of with going to Alaska. And their cruise tours, they use really nice, you know, resorts that they don't belong to them, but they use them, you know, and do the cruise tours and everything. So I would like to try that sometime too. All the birds, they're just beautiful.
That's amazing.
Wendy, you're right. Thanks. She will be blessed. What you put out there, you get back. Right? Thank you so much again. Kristen, that's very nice of you. More thank you. To catch the transfer in New York, do I have the hotel drop me at baggage claim? Yes, Holly, and you know what? I will make sure that we know. I was reading about it the other day, but I think that, yeah, where are you staying, Holly? We'll have to look and see where you're staying and make sure we know how to do it. Because I've got to see like all of the terminals that Princess is going to do the transfers from. So when I went last year, I know they did it at the JetBlue terminal. Oh, Wendy was on the Celebrity Apex right when the mask mandate was lifted. Oh, I'm happy you got to do that, Wendy. Thanks for saying that. Right when that mask mandate was lifted. I don't know. I was glad when that was gone. I know there's people that still wear masks, and I very much respect that. So I
Yeah,
think it's important to
I've
respect
seen
each other.
dozens on this ship.
Let's see. Do you like aft cabins for Alaska cruises? You know what? I have not done one that's aft facing before, but I know people love them. And especially if you can get a corner one, because then you've got the best of both worlds. You can see out the side as well as off the back of the ship. So this is the back here. But you get that beautiful wake
some of
view.
those over there on the Holland America would be ideal.
And so if you're on a smaller Princess ship that still has the Skywalker's Lounge, that's a really cool place to go if you don't have an aft-facing lounge, because you know it's across the back of the ship up high, and you get spectacular views. I remember that from the Golden Princess the very first time we went.
Yeah.
What a beautiful place to be in Alaska, very much so. But I know, yeah, those rear-facing balconies are very popular. They go very quickly. Hampton Inn, JFK. Holly, yeah, remind me if I forget, but we'll figure out like which baggage claim for you to go to. Okay, sweetie. I'm going to go to the JetBlue terminal myself because I know they come there. So that's where Gordon and I are going to go be waiting.
Next month, right?
For the Love Boat Cruise.
Yeah.
Okay, is that 5? I want to say that's Terminal 5.
Yes, it is.
Okay. So Holly, if you want to do that, you could ask for Terminal 5. but usually they'll know. But I wouldn't count on them knowing that. So someone had posted on our Facebook group that, like, coming in. Sorry, here, Gordon, you hold this a minute. My hand is losing blood. That when we were, that they had stayed at the Town and Country Inn there in Seattle, and that the driver knew, get off here for cruise lines. And we had stayed at the Hilton Garden Inn, and the driver said when to get off. He's like, okay, you know, American Airlines and cruise passengers, get off here. And so hopefully they'll do that from the Hampton Inn, but you never know. I think part of it depends on how long the person's worked there, but definitely Terminal 5.
Yeah, Nancy also mentioned the Skywalkers.
Oh, she did?
Yeah.
Yeah, Skywalkers is beautiful. And if you go on a ship that has it, like, don't wait until the last day, because there's windows, you know, like on both sides, perpendicular to the ship, so you can see out front and you can see out the back, and it's way longer than it is, like it's way wider across, you know, perpendicular.
You can see forward. Yeah.
Thanks, Gordon. You can see forward, you can see aft, and there's windows all along the way. And then at nighttime, they play fun music. I got the blood back enough. I can do it. Then at night, they play fun music, and you can dance until late. So they have a DJ up there. I don't think they ever have live music. I could be wrong, but just on any cruise I've ever been on, they've not had live music. Isn't that amazing? Look at them just pull that huge, huge ship up to that
That's
teeny
crazy.
little dock.
That is
yeah.
just...
Yeah. So, and you'll see that, you can kind of tell over there they've got like the white tent set up to receive people. You see some buses over there already to take guests where they're wanting to go.
I can hold it again if you want.
It's okay. It's all right again. So such a beautiful day.
I like the color blue on that. Of course, I like the dark blue here too.
The dark blue where?
On the Holland American.
Oh, I always thought that was black.
No, I thought it was a dark, dark blue.
I'm sure you're right, Lila. It's just beautiful, though. Look at that.
It is. It's distinguished.
It is very distinguished. And Norwegian is very fun. They've always got fancy painting as a general rule on theirs. All that whole...
Norwegian over there, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And just, I think, Celebrity is beautiful.
Yeah.
So if any of you have been ever looking, you see those extended angled balconies, that's what these are. They're on mini suites. Sometimes they're on balconies. It depends on the ship. But they stick out a little bit there. We've seen some people down here in this area looking out. They've got, the high glass windows there, so it's harder to see. Nancy, where do you stay in Heathrow the day before your cruise in Southampton? Nancy, if you're just flying in the day before and you want to just stay there, we stayed at the Hilton Garden Inn, and it's at Terminal 3, so you have to walk from Terminal 2 to Terminal 3, which
the
is
other
a
way
ways.
around.
Oh, did I say that backwards?
Yes.
Okay. And so you have to walk from 3 to Terminal 2, and they've got a lot of signs, so you're not going to get lost doing it. Just follow the signs to Terminal 2, and they'll be posting Hilton Garden Inn and hotel arrows all the time, so you won't get lost. It's a ways, but it works really, very slick, really, really, really well. And then you just head back in the morning to catch the transfer. That's what we did this time. If you're coming in a few days early, I would do something different, probably. Oh, Bruce is going to be at the Hilton Garden Inn 2 weeks from today. Yeah, and you can take the luggage carts that they have when you get your luggage there, and you can keep your luggage on it and walk clear over there.
Here, I just pasted a link to our video of last month when we arrived in London.
Yeah.
So that's here.
Yeah, so there you go, if you need that. That's about as clicky as I get. We made a mistake, so you don't have to. But it's actually true. That's true. That
For staying for 2 days. If you're just there one night.
If you're just coming in the day before.
And you're not planning to go into London.
Oh, you're welcome, Bruce. Yeah, and so here's the thing with those carts. So when you get your luggage there, they don't charge you for them, which is really nice. When we were just in Seattle, if you wanted to use a cart and you couldn't find a free one sitting around somewhere that someone had just left, they were $8. And I can't remember how much they're in Salt Lake because I never get
I
them.
think they're 5.
Are they 5? Well, you never know. They might have gone up.
They might have gone up too.
Anyway, they're free. And so you can literally put your luggage on it and walk clear over. And just when you're outside of the Hilton Garden Inn, there's a little luggage rack, not luggage rack, a rack for those carts. And you can leave them there if you want to. And I could see that would be handy if you go over and you get your luggage in your room and then you're going to take a car somewhere, do something different, you don't need it anymore, you can leave it there. The night that we stayed there before we left to come home, we actually just took the cart in the room with us so that we would be sure to have it in the morning and took everything back over to the airport again.
That may sound a little funny to sleep with a cart, but it was...
There was plenty of room. We just tucked it over in the corner
and
by the door.
it was so convenient. We didn't even have to go back down to the lobby and hope that there was going to be
there
one.
was one there because you never know. Yeah.
Yeah.
They land at Terminal 3 as well. Yep. So it worked really very conveniently. So when you're coming out of the customs there, just start looking for signs to Terminal 2. And like I said, they'll say Hilton Garden Inn as well, but just head to Terminal 2. Yeah. They haven't said we're ready to get off yet, have they?
No, I haven't
We're
heard.
not the only people left on this ship, are we?
I don't think so. I mean, I haven't heard any chimes. Usually you can hear them out here.
Yeah. Look at the fish.
Oh, there's a couple of them.
Oh, can you see the fish? Okay, well, oh, there he went again. See, that's a salmon, everyone. And it's running. Isn't that cool? Now I can't find him. So did I go back out too much?
Sorry.
Oh, hey, Code 4 for Life, Dan and Scotty. Thanks for coming. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, they're talking about getting on the Queen Mary too.
Oh, I missed that. Oh, I'm sorry I missed that. I'm really happy for you. I'm excited for you to get to go.
2 weeks, they said.
2 weeks? Oh, that's just around the corner.
Oh, no, 85 days, sorry.
Oh, well, 85 days. Pack now is my advice.
They're having cruise withdrawals.
Yeah, I could see that. Yeah. Yeah, it's almost... Oh, there goes the... I don't know what it's called. The lines to tie it up. Oh, look at this boat.
Oh, cool. The crane. That is an old fishing boat, huh?
An old fishing boat?
Well, no, that would be probably just a little cargo.
A new fishing boat?
No, it's an old boat, though.
Oh.
I don't think. I don't think it's as much fishing. It's just.
Mm-hmm.
It's beautiful.
It's beautiful. And if you haven't been to Juneau before, I would tell you that, you know, when you go whale watching here, they take you down to Auk Bay, which is down that way. You can see maybe the bridge going over the water, and then you head down that way. It's like AUKE to Auk Bay. That's the direction you go. And if you go to see the Tracy Arm Fjord and the Sawyer Glacier, you head out this way again down the Stevens Passage. So we're late enough. I'm in the season. I hope we get to see some bears. That would be really nice. Oh, thanks, Nancy. Thank you, thank you. Nancy stayed at the DoubleTree in Southampton, and it was very nice. So that's a good tip for anyone that wants to know where to stay. DoubleTree, Southampton. Thanks for saying that. It's good to hear where everyone tries and what they liked and what they didn't like and everything. We'll see you, Bruce. We'll be going soon, too. I kind of thought that they would be calling us soon because 1 o'clock is when they were supposed to be ready. So does anybody have any questions? Does anybody need anything? We've got the sun there. We've seen the Eurodome come in. We've seen the Edge come in. We've seen the seaplanes come and go. Just really beautiful. So let me know if you've got questions while I'm on the ship about the Discovery. I've been trying to find out who's good at makeup on the ship. For someone wanted to know that. Somebody wanted to know who's good at hair. I'm going to get my hair done later today, so I'll tell you if they're good.
Oh, that's right. You got a hair appointment.
Yeah.
I better mark that so we're
Whatever
not late.
else. Oh, thanks, John. Thank you, thank you. Kat says they're staying at the Harbor Hotel in Southampton in October. Mike would say we need more time in the day. Oh, Nancy, you're sure right. We do need more time in the day. Exactly. Oh, Holly says Navigator of the Seas in March. Book the panoramic ocean view. Oh, that has the floor-to-ceiling windows. So you know what? I haven't tried that on Royal Caribbean. I have not. But when we were on the Eclipse cruise, some of our wonderful Let's Go family members were kind enough. One of them had one of those booked, and so we went up there. Oh, I would book one of those in a heartbeat. Yeah, absolutely I would. So, yeah, Dan, you get back to work. You've got your first cruise coming up. It's nice to have you with us. So anyway, when you think of questions about the Discovery or Alaska, make sure you ask us, and we'll try to find out, okay? Thanks, Jane. Thank you, thank you. Thanks, everybody, for coming. You're just wonderful. Glad we thought of this because it'll be dark when we're leaving.
Worked out really well.
We were sitting on our balcony. I was like, this is so beautiful. We should show everyone.
There we are.
It just came to our mind.
Well, that and then they're awake.
Yeah, and you all are awake.
When we
Plus,
leave
it's
at
not
9.
dark.
Yeah,
It's
when
not
we
dark.
leave at 9 tonight, it's going to be
1 o'clock in the morning on the East Coast.
right.
Yeah, that's a little late. So thanks, you all. Thank you all. Thanks for coming. Yeah, thanks. We'll be talking to y'all again really soon, okay? You all take really good care. God bless you. Love you. Bye.